Donald Trump started this campaign in 2014. He said, if I run for president, I will absolutely release my taxes. He's broken he's broken his first promise. Second, he stood on the stage last promise.
And I will be, if I decide to run for office, I'll produce my tax returns, absolutely.
And when Congressman Pence was in Congress, he was the chief cheerleader for the privatization of Social Security.
All Donald Trump and I have said about Social Security is we're going to meet our obligations to our seniors. That's it.
I think that the reforms of Social Security that President Bush proposed were worthy. I supported the creation of personal savings accounts for younger Americans, but it obviously went nowhere.
This is the old scare tactic that they roll out, scare the seniors.
But you have a voting record, Governor.
And I get all
I want to move on
now. You did ask
now.
us a question about debt, and the debt explosion on the Trump plan is much, much bigger than anything on the Clinton side.
All right, let me move on now to the issue of law enforcement.
I've spent the last few weeks talking to tax experts, both conservative Republicans and liberal Democrats and people in the middle. And generally, the sense is Trump's plan, if you can call it a plan, is so reckless it's almost hard to take seriously. First of all, it's changed 3 times, most recently yesterday. For fiscal conservatives, it just blows open the deficit.
Donald Trump during this campaign has called Mexicans rapists and criminals. He's called women slobs, pigs, dogs, disgusting. I don't like saying that in front of my wife and my mother. He attacked an Indiana-born federal judge and said he was unqualified to hear a federal lawsuit because his parents were Mexican. He went after John McCain, a POW, and said he wasn't a hero because he'd been captured. He said African Americans are living in hell, and he perpetrated this outrageous and bigoted lie that President Obama is not a U.S. citizen. If you want to have a society where people are respected and respect laws, you can't have somebody at the top who demeans every group that he talks about. And I cannot believe that Governor Pence will defend the insult-driven campaign that Donald Trump has run.
He says ours is an insult-driven campaign. Did you all just hear that? Ours is an insult-driven campaign? I mean, to be honest with you, if Donald Trump had said all the things that you said he said in the way you said he said them.
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
It was well beyond Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
Your Twitter account has several disparaging comments about women's looks.
What I say is what I say. And honestly, Megyn, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I've been very nice to you, although I could probably maybe not be based on the way you have treated me, but I wouldn't do that. I have had horrible rulings. I've been treated very unfairly by this judge. Now, this judge is of Mexican heritage. I'm building a wall, okay? I'm building a wall. I am going to do very well with the Hispanics, the Mexicans,
So
everybody.
no Mexican judge could ever be involved in a case that involves you?
He's a member of a society where, very pro-Mexico, and that's fine. It's all fine. But I think he should recuse himself.
If you are saying he can't do his job because of his race, is that not the definition of racism?
No, I don't think so at all.
No?
No, he's proud of his heritage. I respect him for that.
But you're saying he can't do his job because of it.
Look, he's proud of his heritage, okay? I'm building a wall.
He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Do you agree with that?
He's a war hero because he was captured.
He doesn't have a birth certificate. Now, he may have one, but there's something on that person, maybe religion, maybe it says he's a Muslim. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want that, or he may not have one. But I will tell you this. If he wasn't born in this country, it's one of the great scams of all time.
Absolutely, but I don't think that's the case.
You don't, but I'm starting to think.
I don't think you believe that either. I think it's provocative. You get a lot of attention raising the question, but I don't think you believe it.
2 weeks ago, I felt like probably he was born in the country. Today, it's possibly. I'm telling you, it's changed. Our inner cities, African Americans, Hispanics, are living in hell because it's so dangerous. You walk down the street, you get shot.
These guys, and Donald Trump has said it, deportation force. They want to go house to house, school to school, business to business, and kick out 16 million people. And I cannot believe
it's nonsense.
I cannot.
You're going to have a deportation force. We're going to stop.
So people will face ramifications if they don't leave.
People will leave.
If they harbor
People will
them.
leave. They're here
How
illegally.
are you going to pay for this?
It's very
Are they going to be ripped out of their homes?
Can I tell you? They're going back where they came. If they came from a certain country, they're going to be brought back to that country.
That's why Donald Trump's claim that he wants to that NATO is obsolete and that we need to get rid of NATO is so dangerous.
It's not his plan.
Well, he said NATO is obsolete. And look.
Let me tell you, NATO is obsolete. It was 67 years, or it's over 60 years old.
6 times tonight, I have said to Governor Pence, I can't imagine how you can defend your running mate's position on one issue after the next. And in all 6 cases, he's refused to defend his running mate's.
No, don't put words in my mouth.
All right.
If he's going to do that, you got to give him time.
And yet, he is asking everybody to vote for somebody that he cannot defend. And I just think that should be underlined.
All right, gentlemen, let's talk about Russia.
I'm
this is a topic that has come up.
Donald Trump.
I will give you an opportunity to do that.
I'll take them one at a time.
More nations should get nuclear weapons.
Don't
try to defend that.
Well, he never said that.
North Korea has nukes. Japan has a problem with that. I mean, they have a big problem with it. Maybe they would, in fact, be better off if they defend themselves from North Korea. Maybe we would be better off, including with nukes. Yes, including with nukes.
Donald Trump, on the other hand, didn't know that Russia had invaded the Crimea.
Oh, that's nonsense.
He was on a TV show a couple months back, and he said, I'll guarantee you this, Russia's not going into the Ukraine. And he had to be reminded that they had gone into the Crimea 2 years before.
He's
not going into Ukraine, okay? Just so you understand. He's not going to go into Ukraine. All right, you can mark it down, you can put it down, you can take it anywhere you want.
He's already there, isn't he?
This is one where we can just kind of go to the tape on it. But Governor Pence said, inarguably, Vladimir Putin is a better leader than President Obama.
That is absolutely inaccurate.
Do you personally think that Vladimir Putin is a stronger leader than the current president?
I think it's inarguable that Vladimir Putin has been a stronger leader in his country than Barack Obama has been in this country.
And I just think a guy
he's been stronger on the world stage.
No, you said leader. And I'll just say this, Governor.
You just said better.
If you mistake leadership for dictatorship and you can't tell the difference, a country that's running its economy
here we go. This is the grade school thing again.
Right. If you can't tell the difference, you shouldn't be commander-in-chief.